Welcome to a series of 8 tours of Yokohama, Japan. These tours were all presented live in the same day on a platform called Heygo. I didn't make any money on this trip, and I absolutely wore the wrong shoes. But I did brighten the days of many and shared my love of Japan and the sea. I hope that you in turn get something from these videos. A huge thank you to my sponsors at heygo.com/MissKendalJames.
Hi France, hi Tim, Teresa, Chelsea, Karina, Lisa, Beverly, Cheryl, Kim, Laurel, Charity, Mary Lou, Katie, Linda, Sarah and the girls, Ken, Tina, Cheryl, Ione, and Sam, Carolyn, Richard, Mary Lou, Lisa. Hello, Danette. Hi, KM. Hi, Stephanie. Nice to see you all. Ready for tour 3 of Kendall Day. Look, we're so Yokohama right now. There's a whole ship behind us. So cool. I've seen so many pictures of this ship and I really wanted to come see it. 1 second. Here I am. It's me. It's my whole face. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. I'm afraid due to data allowances and timing, all of the tours will be starting bang on time. I'm not coming in early or staying late for the tours today, but 8 tours, I think you can understand that. That's fine. So hello, nice to see you all. Thank you all very, very much for being here. We're actually going to go for a little walk towards the red brick building, about 12 minutes or so, because it's a very beautiful walk. So I thought, why not? So I thought I'd stand still for a few minutes for myself, which was a nice feeling. Now, there's a wonderful thing over here called, what's it called? The Air Walk or something that you're going to be able to get some nice postcards of in just a minute. Hello, welcome back everyone who's coming back, and hello to everyone who's here for the first time. It's very nice to see you. I was going to go get that, but it's 1,000 yen each way, which is way too much money for me, considering how much I've already spent on my bus tickets here, which is a lot of money, and that's even half the price of the Shinkansen, the bullet train. So I've already saved a lot of money and used a lot of time. So I'm afraid I can't go on that lovely skywalky thingy, but it looks awesome, doesn't it? Anyway, I thought at very least I can get you guys some pictures of it and capture you some more lovely blossoms in Yokohama. Isn't it nice to see so many of these blossoms out? Thank you, Richard. Says I'm very hardworking. Not wrong, not wrong. Hi, Sinead. Hi, Joseph. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Hi, Carol, Jeanette, Barry, Ava. Nice to see you. Are you here with me for the first tour today, or are you here on your third tour with me? Do let me know. So we're going to walk along and grab some lovely postcards. And over there is Cosmoland, which is going to be lit up fantastically later. You can see that it is, 1 second, get over to that side. You can see that it's 11:33 according to that little clock. I'm going to go over here and get a picture for you. But I thought we'd walk over to the red brick area by also walking over this bridge, because it looked like a nice way to get to see some more of Yokohama to me. And it smells like the sea, which makes me very happy. Karina's here on her second. Oh, you guys are second. Laurel, hello, lovely. Welcome to your first. First ever or first of the day? Because there are lots today. Let me try and get you some nice postcards. So this, basically, the thing that we're going to, the red brick building, I can read you a little bit about it in a second, because Yokohama's got a really great tourist information website, which they really like people to visit, and it's one of the largest ports in Japan, so it's really important to have things ready for foreign visitors. But we'll be collecting some nice postcards, I think. Okay, Deanne, Evie, nice to see you guys. Look, yellow daffodils. Usually just little white ones in Japan, but an actual yellow one. Nth number of times. Let me see what you were saying. Oh, Ava, thank you so much, lovely, for leaving a tip. I'm a bit afraid that I'm not even going to make my bus fares for this trip, so I really appreciate you doing that. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Third of the day. I don't even think I can count total. Libra, tour number 1. Woo! Hello. That's a cool name. No, I'm not going on that cable car. Tina, I'm afraid you keep missing the first 5 minutes of my tours and you're not hearing the first bit of information. The cable car is too expensive, I'm afraid. It's $20 for a round trip, $10 for a single trip, and I can't afford that because of the buses that I got out here. I wanted to go on it though. I had a look at it, but I didn't know it was there to start with, so I can't really miss what I didn't know was there. And I also thought that although the view inside is very good, I thought we could get nicer pictures of it from underneath because it looks quite cool, I thought. Thank you. Richard says my tours are addictive. I hope so. And I hope you find that they bring great variety as well. Variety is going to keep on increasing throughout this day as we go into the night time and Chinatown and things as well. Try and catch Chinatown by day and by night. It's the largest one in Japan here in Yokohama, which is pretty exciting, I think. But I'll be getting in some miles today for walking along. You'll miss Chinatown. That's okay. You can also go on linktr.ee/MissKendalJames. Tina, tips for the cable car sounds really nice, but I'm really trying to recoup even my bus fare. So I'm afraid if you gave me tips, I can't say I would put them on the cable car, even though I'd really like that. It just feels like it's not where the money should go first, if that's okay. Oh, hi, Jenny. Welcome. If it's your first time touring with me, thank you. Kim says, Kendall, you're addictive. Well, thank you very much. I like to hear that. And I guess it's because of the amount of sugar I eat, which makes me sweet and addictive. So over there, it's actually a theme park called Cosmo World. And we're going to see it at nighttime later. So I'm a bit excited for that because it looks really cool in all of the pictures. But it's my first time in Yokohama, just like it might well be your first time. Yeah, it's definitely the middle of the night in the UK. So it's 11:37 here in Japan. They're currently 9 hours behind in the UK because I'm British, so I'm well versed with that. But at the end of next week, I think they go to just being 8 hours difference because the UK has daylight savings. The weather is very fine indeed. So it's about 16 degrees right now. It's going to go up to 18 or so during the daytime. But I was told that it was going to be raining the whole time. In fact, one of my students was very strange. Japanese people have a tendency to do this. If you tell them that you're going somewhere, but they've seen the forecast and the forecast says it's going to rain, they ask you why you're going there. Yeah, it is a shame that UK people are missing this, but unfortunately, most of my voyages are actually American. And most of my American voyages are going to miss my tours later today. I just, being in Japan, there's nothing I can do to help everybody all at once, although I'm doing my best, which is why I get so many things on YouTube for everybody. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? Hi, Mummy. Nice to see you. Lisa! Thanks for staying up till gone 2 o'clock in the morning. My mum too. My mum is in the UK. So people around here are starting to have a little hanami party. Hanami is cherry blossom viewing. So myself and Eriko are going to have a little hanami picnic or something. However, it's going to rain so much in Tokyo, especially for the 2 days that I meet Eriko. So that's going to be a little bit difficult. Yeah, time zones are just a thing to be contended with, aren't they? It's why all of the guides in Europe get so many viewers and so many tips. Sometimes I just have to realise I don't have them just because of my time zone. But I'm grateful for all of the ones that I do have. Look at these lovely blossoms. It's funny because they're sitting underneath them. I'm not going to show you the people underneath. But they're sitting underneath having their picnics. But it's just mud on the ground underneath. I'll show you There's no grass here like this. But the cherry blossoms, these ones have just burst past their peak. So they're all blooming at different rates around here. And these ones are starting to turn green already, but I think they look so pretty when they have the green in them. I'll see if I can get you close up with some different ones in a little while. Hi, Mindy. Oh, Linda says she loves ending her day with me here in Japan. Yeah. So hanami is the act of viewing the cherry blossoms. And the most favorite way to do that is in the form of having a picnic, which is our plan, myself and Erico. That is our plan, but I don't know. I don't know what the weather's going to say about that. Let me get you a close-up on these lovely air carriages. What does STL mean? Hi, Kay. Nice to see you. Who else have I got? What makes you sad, Carol? That you won't be able to get to see all of the tours unless you sacrifice every part of your well-being for the next day if you're not having any sleep. So let me tell you what we're coming up to. Thank you for walking with me. What we're coming up to is red brick warehouses. I'm just going to show you this little bridge over here as well because it's nice. But we're coming up to red brick warehouses, which apparently are one of the top family and date spots in Yokohama. And they're just well loved. So I teach English here in Japan, and I also do Heygo tours, and I also make art, teach art, and do other things in relation to being a freelance person. And all of my students, when I told them I was going to Yokohama, I said, what should I do? What should I look at? And they all said, you should see the red brick buildings. So that's what we're going to do. Carol has to sleep after this tour. Ooh. Yes, Tina. That's what I said. They have picnics under the cherry blossom trees. I sometimes wonder if voyagers are multitasking. Yes, a hanami is frequently known as a picnic underneath the cherry blossom trees. So I wonder if you can see through this big archway of a building. For starters, because we're next to the sea, so many things have these windows that look a bit more like portholes, so everything is in relation to the sea. And I saw street lamps earlier that had anchors on them. But we're going to get to this wonderful area that I'm going to try to come to later today as well. And the reason I'm going to come to it later today is because at nighttime I think it looks really wonderful. Definitely going to the Cosmoland area, and I'll see. Wow, there's a huge anchor over here. Yes, Tina, under a cherry blossom tree. That's why. That's what they were doing, sitting under the tree. Which is a little strange because, well, I guess normally there would be lots of cherry blossom trees around at the same time anyway. But I think it's a little bit strange because wouldn't you want to see the cherry blossoms? But maybe it's lucky to have them fall on top of you. But if you've got hay fever, it's kind of havoc. Here we've got a huge Yokohama anchor. Oh, I'm sorry, Jenny. She says she's been up for 3 days with insomnia, which is just no good at all, is it? But she says this is putting her to sleep. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'm going to take it as if it is one. Take it like it's a compliment. Hi, Carolee. Carolee, maybe. Yeah. Your tours put me to sleep. I think it means they're very relaxing. Or maybe listening to my voice is some kind of relaxing. It sounds like there's a festival happening over here, so that's kind of exciting. So, as I said, it's a popular family and date spot, and I'll read to you a little bit about it in a moment. But it's also known for having festivals and things over here. Thank you very much for walking over the bridge with me. I hope you got some unique postcards and also a little bit of context. My favourite. There are really lovely spring flowers all the way around here. This is actually really surprising to see all of these baby daffodils here in Japan at this time. because we're well through March now. But in Japan, they're actually winter flowers. So they must have kind of planted these ones as like the second or third run of the bulbs. It sounds like there's a very big festival in the distance. Must examine. So today is a public holiday actually in Japan, so it wouldn't be surprising if there was some kind of live music or something. Deanne says, listening to you is very soothing. Linda says, your voice is very soothing. I've jolted off, but awake with my finger, with my postcard finger automatically taking shots. Amazing. Minnie said, I could be in Yokohama alone for 5 days between a Japan tour and a Japan cruise. But I'm probably too scared since most people don't speak English. And I get lost easily. What do you think? Well, if you have a smartphone and Google Maps, then you're pretty sorted these days, I think. So I don't think you have to worry too much about the feeling of getting lost. But in regards to people not really speaking English, this is close to Tokyo, so it's not so bad. And surprisingly, a lot of people do speak a little bit of English, like even if it's please and thank you and 1, 2, 3 in this way. Wow, it does look like we're about to see a festival. I'll take you to see. No way, Ken. Seriously. Ken just said that the Japan has won this section of the World Baseball Championships. That's awesome news. No way. That's so cool. So that means they're going to go head to head with America, which is awesome. Yay. I don't know what I think of the sound of the music I can hear so far, but we're coming up to the area. Looks like people are walking their dogs and things around here. That's awesome. So baseball is massive here in Japan. People really, really love it. On par almost with how much America loves it. Now, once we get across the road, I'm going to read you some information about the red brick buildings that we're here to look at. But for me, it's really nostalgic. In Japanese, we say, natsukashi, a feeling of nostalgia. Because in the UK, we have so many red brick buildings. What time is it here? It is 11:45, approximately. It sounds like there's a singing competition of sorts. But it doesn't necessarily sound that good, so it doesn't really sound that good from afar. We should be getting some nice postcards in a sec. Although I can't find anywhere for this little Kendall to sit down. Might have to take me to the ground for a little sit in a sec while I read to you guys. Yeah, it does sound like it's against each other. Stephanie says her two favorite places playing baseball against each other. Sounds scary. It's all right to be into sports. It does sound like it sounds like there's a glee club, like sing off happening. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a public holiday today. Yeah, it does sound like a Barbara Streisand quartet. There you go, there's some English. This is one of the coolest places you can come to in Yokohama, next to these red bricks. You say a rip-off of Pitch Perfect style, but Pitch Perfect is inspired by numerous other things, especially barbershop. They don't all sound so great, I gotta say. But it does look like it's some kind of sing-off. Not exactly. Someone said, does it sound better in person? A little, and not at all. Hi, Daisy. Laurel has asked what holiday it is. I'm going to check actually because I think it might be something like Sea Day or Forest Day. I'm just going to check. So it's not a big day, I don't think. I'll check. We have various public holidays in Japan because people don't usually take time off work. Excuse me, just changed myself around for a second. Yeah, I think the acoustics are difficult in this kind of space. Just bear with me, there's something up with my shoe. But everyone's being very supportive. It looks like people are taking turns actually. So what age do people retire? Approximately 60 to 66, I think. It's changing all the time. 65 generally, but some people earn a lot of money, usually men, so they get to leave sooner. It's a little backwards like that. Right, 1 second, just gonna get my information out. Bear with me. Right, festival. Let me find out what day it is. 21st. Today in Japan. Let me see. Hi, Ole. Nice to see you. It does sound a lot better now. There aren't just lots of people singing over each other at the same time. Let me take you over to these guys. Hi. These guys sound nice. Now bear with me, it's not coming up as a special day today, but I know it is. It's the spring equinox. That's why someone said it's the first day of spring earlier today. Yeah, the buildings are wonderful. Let me tell you about them. Let me tell you. I'm going to walk down over this way. They are so young. I think they might be around 18. So we're up next to the red bricks now. This is the Yokohama Red Brick Warehouse, where lots of families and couples come for dates and things. And you get a lovely view out over the sea just at the end of it, so I'll show you that. So this was formerly the customs inspection house for the Yokohama Bay's shipping activities in the early 1920s. The handsome red brick buildings have been converted into one of Yokohama's most popular family and date spots. Inside the building, there are many unique shops and restaurants, and outside throughout the year, numerous events take place. Oktober Beer Fest in autumn, a skate rink in winter, and concerts during the summer. Situated right on the bay, the views are beautiful. Barry, please listen. Barry, did you hear that? Hi, Mary. Thanks. Yeah, the singing was lovely, wasn't it? It's just working. It looks like a playground they're making here, a substitute playground. Okay, so your question is answered, Barry. So the Yokohama Red Brick Warehouse, the first building, the third floor houses a hall with approximately 300 seats used for theatre performances and concerts. It can be used as a party space as well. The second floor is a multi-purpose space used for gallery and other events. The first floor has 5 shops, including a brick depot that sells brick goods, Yokohama Glass, where you can experience glass craft making, and another one that sells silk, one with pottery. And every winter, a skater rink is decorated and illuminated, attracting many, many people. Inside the houses are approximately 40 shops, each having unique concepts. You can feel close to the ocean from the open cafes, restaurants, food court, picnic court, and various good shops on the first floor. The second floor has many. The second floor has many characteristics: interior, jewelry, and a variety of good shops. More restaurants, cafes, and bars can be found on the third floor. The cafe Tanoma, themed on the 21st century tea room, and Bill's, famous for the best breakfast in the world, are especially popular. I'm gonna turn you around. I don't know if I can show inside, but my plan is not to tour inside. I probably cannot, but I could have a little look. But the tour description is not for looking inside. And usually, I know some guides do go inside shops and things, but you're not usually allowed to go inside shops. They often haven't asked permission. So I can look and ask permission, but I'm usually very respectful of other people's products. So I do my best not to intrude in that kind of environment. Also, close quarters with other people isn't usually appropriate either. So let me see if I can find out a little bit about what's happening today. There's some more music over here, and this one's got the biggest crowd, I think. Right next to the sea. It looks wonderful. I'm just going to check, see if I can find out what the festival is called. Sorry, just on a bit off track there. I'm going to walk you over to another band and then around the other side of the houses. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Igor. Oh, wow. Cheryl says we left on a cruise very near where that ship is parked in 2002. Wow. The buildings are amazing, aren't they? Right, 1 second. So the website is really nice. And also there are lots of flower events and things around here too. It looks like we might be able to get some great views up on the kind of veranda area. So I already I checked it in advance and I couldn't find anything, so I'm surprised. But let's see. Really, Deanne? Deanne says March 21, the day of the Acapella. Really? But on the website, there's nothing. I don't know why, unless it would belong to a different website. But they also have Formula One cars and things on display here. Oh, these guys are singing in English. The building's particularly glamorous from this side, I think. But metal and brick inside, I don't think the signal will be good. Oh. The next advertised event is from the end of the month. So the website is very, very good, but I'm afraid it doesn't say anything about this particular thing. So I expect that maybe local schools and things have arranged it, or a different local group. But it does have a kind of pitch perfect vibe, or a Glee, because everyone seems to be doing a version of competing with each other. There's some people just behind me practicing. So I can see a little peek inside, but the whole building is metal and glass and brick inside. I just don't think the signal will be good. It's also close quarters in there. I just don't think it's appropriate for me to be filming inside. That's why I didn't suggest it was a going inside tour. So I hope you've had a lovely time enjoying the sights of the bridge and seeing the music and hearing the music and seeing this important area that so many people recommend. They are lovely, aren't they? Thank you. Hello, Ronnie. I'm going to walk back around to the front side. As I did say that the tour would be 45 minutes, but we'll just see if there's some music to listen to as well. However, as it's my first time in Yokohama, I wasn't able to plan like I usually would because I've traveled 400 kilometers to be here today. So, corn in the background, nostalgic, lovely. So I'm afraid I wasn't able to plan like usual, so I don't know if the tours are actually 30 minutes or 45 or what. I don't think it's a cruise ship right now, just a ferry. Thank you, Laurel. I'm glad you had a nice time. I'm trying to show off Yokohama. And I plan to go to some gardens later, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I know the tour says 45 minutes, but I didn't know if it would actually be 45 minutes. Like my first tour I said would be 45, but I set for 40. I did for 40 in the end, so it just depends. No one in shorts. It must be cold. It's not cold, but Japanese people don't really wear shorts. Good night, Carol. What time for the gardens? The gardens are in about 2 hours, but I'm going to have to be really honest with you guys. I've traveled a really, really long way, and I've only made about $10 for each of the past tours. I just have one tip for this tour. I can't do tours for free, guys. So I'm going to think long and hard about whether or not I can run the next tour. So I'm sorry, I know that's maybe not a very nice thing to hear, but I can't be working as hard as I am for nothing. I'm trying not to compare myself to other guides who are in Europe and I don't know, it's just more well known. But I worked really hard to plan a really interesting day in Yokohama today, and I can't troop all around Yokohama for nothing. And I'm not really in the business of guilt tripping or begging. So I'm gonna have a think about what I can do for the next tours. So thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you so much, Linda, for your review. For those of you that have left reviews, I do appreciate it. That's so kind of you guys. That's my sponsors are the ones that are tipping mostly. Thank you to everyone else who has too, but thank you so much for my sponsors there. My tours are literally brought to you by my sponsors because, yeah, I'm trying not to compare myself to other guides, but it's a bit embarrassing in comparison. Thank you, lovelies. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you. The zoo was wonderful, and I'll do my best to get it on YouTube later. You guys are really kind. Thank you. I think I need to just go and take a moment to myself, though. Thank you. Thanks, Deanne. That's so kind of you. Yeah. All right, lovelies. Thank you. See you later. Sorry for the low end of the tour. I wouldn't usually do that. You know I wouldn't. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Check out linktr.ee/MissKendalJames to support me and see what else I make.